Hi, everyone. Let me just take a quick breath. And I just got home. It's about 8:15 in the evening. And I want to talk about something. And this might be off the cuff for some people. This might be a little how do I put it? A little deep for some. But if you haven't experienced it or something close to it, you might not understand it, but you might have somebody in your life that has gone through this. So I'm going to dedicate this video to all those, including myself, who've had an experience where you crossed over and you came back. You crossed over to the divine light, the creational light, the heavens, the realms, whatever you want to call that, and you came back. Or you were told you had to come back because you had to finish your mission. Okay. I'm dedicating this to all those who've had that, as well as to a young man by the name of Will. And if you're watching this video, I worked on your mother today, and I actually am sending you, making this video for you. Once again, my name is Felicia, aka known as Priestess Michaela. You can follow me on Instagram, Priestess Michaela 333 Instagram. That's spelled with Mekala, Michaela. And you can also find me at my business website, 7elements.net, where you can leave me messages on my webpage there, and I'll get back to you. And welcome to my channel, Be So Light. So, let me get into this. Sometimes things happen, and there's going to be a lot of experiences of this type of awakening that will take place. Right now we are definitely approaching another higher frequency. I took pictures of the sun yesterday and saw literally these flares coming off of the sun. And not the flares that you would see when NASA shows it, but these, you could see these rays of light coming off the sun. And I said, oh, that's going to hit us pretty hard. We're going to get hit pretty hard with that. And what happens when we get this rays of light, it helps to awaken us and bring in that energy of our light code itself. So our codes are waking up. So in this process, what happens is all of our stuff from the past of what we didn't work on, or whatever is going on, or we kind of thought we worked through it, or however we see it, is coming up to the levels. You might start thinking about an ex-husband, an ex-boyfriend, and today I watch all of this energy about the exes come up. Or I gotta leave who I'm currently with because it no longer works anymore. Relationships are going to come undone if it's not for the highest good, or they're not meeting the frequency. That's just it in a nutshell. If your frequency is high and you're with people who don't get you, don't understand you, they can't hang out with you, because that means you've been processing, doing the work, letting it go, and you're moving ahead. You're getting up higher in the frequency. You have to evolve. You have to move up into this energy, because Mother Earth is moving. Literally. Okay? Not a thought process, nothing. Literally. If you go out at night, you can actually see this one big bright star. That's Saturn. We're moving closer to that. And that's a different topic all in itself. But a lot of us that know about Saturn, we know what's coming. Just saying. Do your homework, do your research. So sometimes what happens with awakening, you either get a strange illness, sudden heart stop, your heart just stops functioning, and you cross over. You die. Okay, you die physically. It could be a split second, or it could be 45 minutes. But you come back. And here's the thing. When you cross over, you become a part of all of that loving energy. It's the most just beautiful energy. There's nothing like it on here, on the planet. It feels good. It's familiar. You know what it is. It's where you came from. That energy. It's part of it before you get to your next part of the heavenly realm as you make your journeys out in the cosmo lights. Okay? When you get sent back two ways. Either loved ones see you and they stop you and they say, it's not your time yet, you have to go back. In my case, when I went over, my grandmother greeted me. And she says, you can't come over. You got to go back. You have a lot of work to do. It's not your time. And I remember saying to her, I don't want to go back. Earth is so full of all of these made-up rules and hardships that are built unnecessarily. Judgment, shaming, angers. Then you have the ups and the downs and the happies and the ones that have it, the ones that don't, the ones that go without, the ones that they're struggling, the ones that don't struggle. It's all the yin and yang on Earth. And I said, I really don't want to go back to Earth because it hasn't been very nice to me. And she looked at me and said, you got to go back. You have work to do. And I came back, recovering in the recovery room because it was a surgery. I'm not going to go into the details of it. I'd rather put it in my book what happened. But it was a slight little mishap that happened. And I think my soul was going to take that as an opportunity. Oh, I'm going to leave Earth. Yay. But got sent back. And I was tested for 3 days after that by the actual angel of death, who looks nothing like what's depicted on pictures and stuff. He's just a being, neither good nor bad. He's very neutral. For 3 days, showing up randomly, asking me, are you going to stay or go? And I remember saying to it every time, who are you? Why are you here? You know who I am. Are you going to stay or go? And I was like, leave me alone. Get out of here. My mom thought I was like hallucinating, and she would just, I don't know, make another protein shake for me to drink because I couldn't eat at the time. I had to have soft, liquidy foods. And second day it shows up again, and I'm in the living room, and it asks me, are you staying or going? I said, why do you keep asking me this question? Leave me alone. Go away. And it leaves. Third time, I'm in the bed, in my old bedroom, and I'm laying there. I'm looking at the window, and I see it come in, and it stands right at the foot of my bed. And it asks me again, are you going to stay? Are you going? And I got so irritated with it. I said, look, I know who you are. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Fine, I guess I'll just stay. Good. Very well, it says. And it leaves. It leaves. Now in Taino, it's called Makatari. And I guess in other traditions called the angel of death. But it's very interesting. I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of death. When you go to that site and you know what's over there, you feel that love, and you come back and you don't fit in. You're trying to piece the pieces together, because everything looks different. Everything feels different, because all you feel is this intense love energy that you felt when you went over there, and it slowly starts to kind of dissipate from you as time goes on, and you don't want it to leave because you don't want it to leave. You feel it. So now you're trying to fit in. You're trying to kind of piece things back together. Sometimes when things happen, you don't have a memory of what had happened to you. You just know something happened and you're back and things are different. And you come back with a knowingness of what you're supposed to be doing. And some people, it when you go to that other side and you come back, you're not the same. You sometimes it's hard to relate to the people that are in your family. You're talking entirely different. You're wanting them to understand you. And believe me, you're not crazy. You're not crazy at all. It's just you're trying to piece things together, and you're trying to figure out how do you take that feeling of what you had over there and bring it over here and share it with everyone and tell people you're so much more. You're so much more than your cars, your house. You're so much more than trying to keep up with how your weight is, what you look like, your hair, your nails. You're so much more than that. You are a divine, sacred, limitless being. And sometimes what happens, we get onto this planet and we forget who we are. We forget we are wisdom keepers and ancient alchemists. We forget the knowledge that we hold deep in ourselves. We forget. And we have to shake ourselves, and things have to happen in a traumatic way sometimes to make us wake up and to remember who we are. We're so much more. We have the answers to everything in ourselves. But we just forget and we stop trusting. We don't listen to ourselves. And so this whole journey of trying to fit in and trying to piece together what happened to yourself, and then your gifts are activated, and then you're in this constant inspirational energy of, I have a mission to do. I have to get the word out. I have to spread the knowingness, the energy. I have to do this. And sometimes you become the dark night of the soul. Everything gets ripped up and you have to start a new life again. Because the old doesn't fit you anymore. It doesn't fit. So, all of you that have had those journeys where you crossed over, or those of you that are sitting on the edge right now, thinking, why am I here? Why am I on this planet? Nothing makes sense. And I'm saying this to those of you that are thinking about quitting. And I want you to hear what I have to say. You can't quit. You can't stop. You have to keep going. Because you are a part of the bigger picture. You are part of the bigger plan. And those of you who are going through transformations, honor yourself. Be in that place. Honor where you are. I had an elder today tell me in the hallway. Because, those of you that have been following me, I'm still packing. And she says to me, you're going to have these experiences of feelings and happy moments of leaving your sanctuary of 7 years. That's sanctuary. That's your temple. Whatever good or bad, embrace it. And I say, yeah, I know. I'm trying to blow it all off. And she's right. Our bodies are our temples. And sometimes, in order for us to get to the next level, we have to shed what no longer works for us and move to that next level of ourself, our true self, and awaken to that. So for all of you that have went through those near-death experiences, or you died and you came back and you have that inspiration, or you're just trying to fit in, please, 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 get with like-minded people. Reach out to other people that have had similar things happen to them, so that you can connect with someone, so you know that you're not crazy, you've lost your mind or something. You haven't. It's just something that is unexplainable that happens. Please, 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 be with like-minded people. People that get you. People that celebrate you, don't tolerate you. Okay? There's a difference. People that are going to hold you up, not tear you down. People that are going to lift you up so you can be into the glory of yourself and know who you are, but not turning around and talking smack about you to keep you down because they don't want you to succeed. That goes for families, that goes for friends, that goes for jobs. If no one is holding you up so that you can strive to move forward in the best way possible for your highest good, you don't need to associate with those people or that energy anymore. Period. You don't have to do that. And the message for those of you that are just right on the brink and you think, oh my God, I can't take any more. When is it going to get better? When is it going to get better? When is it going to get better for me? When am I going to finally get my cake and ice cream and my whipped cream on top and my cherry? When are you going to ask for it? When are you going to be true to yourself and know that you are worthy of it and you deserve it? When are you going to activate that deepest part of yourself as a creator and create that and know that nothing else different can come to you except for what you create? Know that you're a part of the bigger picture, the bigger whole, the bigger cosmic light. There's always more. There's always more. as we move into this energy of August, moving into once again the Lion's Gate, where planets line up in a certain way, and the activation of different portals are already open. That's allowing a lot of tremendous light to come in. That's going to be making some changes in your life. Allow yourself to evolve. Allow yourself to just be honest and speak your truth of what works for you and what doesn't work for you anymore. Because it's okay. You deserve to be happy. And you deserve to know who you are. So, with that being said, this video is for all of you that are just trying to piece the pieces together so you can fulfill the mission. Just take it one day at a time. Inhale deep. Exhale out. Take the steps. This is for those of you that your cup is dry, or you don't have a cup anymore. You've given so much of yourself. You're depleted. You need to take a vacation. You need to take time to regroup, to replenish yourself, to nourish yourself, get back to yourself. Do that. But whatever it takes, don't give up. Because as soon as 8 rolls up next week, the 8th, that energy is going to be peaked high. And everyone's feeling it. You're having your headaches. Probably feeling the rocking and the rolling of the planet underneath your feet. Kind of feeling dizzy, like you're going to fall over. And the car accidents are insane. Because people are rear-ending other people. Let me tell you something, people. Leave some space. Leave some space. So that you are not too close to the other vehicles. Stop rushing and learn to look up. So, be aware. Just be aware. Be aware. And just allow yourself time to get to where you need to be. Stop rushing. And please stop texting and driving. Save your life if not someone else. It is not that important. Because the time that you thought you used to have, you don't have that anymore. It's faster now. Everything's speeding up, accelerating. So please, please, please tell your friends, tell your family members, don't text and drive. And please, please, please leave space. Leave space when you're driving. Another thing I'm seeing is the arguing, the fighting. People actually arguing and fighting on a busy road in the middle of a suicide lane, or the turning lane, I should say. Scratch that word, suicide lane. Turning lane. Literally. Man and a woman fighting, arguing. I'm like, what? So we're going to see an increase of strange behaviors. Those of you working in the hospitals, strap your shoes on, tighten down every part of yourself. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Okay. All right. I don't have to tell you what I'm going to get back into. Yes, I'm getting back into packing. Because I have a plan. I have things to do. So, anyway, I just wanted to get on here and put this video together. Please be patient with me for the ebooks. I'm just kind of, I guess, distracted. And just remember, you can get in contact with me through my Instagram, and you can get in contact with me through 7elements.net. But I really want each and every one of you to know that everyone has a mission. You're here to heal. Oh, wait, before I click off. And I'm going to tell you something. The way you know your frequency of your energy is high, and you are definitely here with a mission. I want you to pay attention to when you go into, I don't know, let's try a restaurant. Or maybe going into a store somewhere and there's nobody in there, maybe one or two people. And you go in and you go put your order in, or you go in to buy whatever you're going to buy. And then you turn around and there's a line of people. And you only been in the building maybe, I don't know, 5-6 minutes. Restaurant, it's not busy. You walk in, there's only one or two people in there eating in the restaurant. You're in there in the restaurant for only 5 or 10 minutes max. All of a sudden it's busy. Everybody and their mom's coming in there, it's busy. Okay? That's frequency. Your light is bright. And it just attracts. So pay attention to that. You probably ask yourself, I don't understand. This place was hardly had anybody in here. Now everybody and their mom's in here. I want to share this quick story and then I'm going to get off of here. So I was in Tucson with my boss. And we're looking at crystals. I'm a crystal keeper. Love my crystals. And I'm looking at crystals. Looking at crystals. Okay, so we're outside underneath this tent looking at these crystals. And she's in there with her fiance looking at the crystals and stuff. Nobody's hanging around. It's just them and the owners of that whole area. People are just passing by. Nobody's in there, okay? Nobody's in there. They're having a good time looking at everything there, can move about. Everything's good. Nothing. I show up. I go in there. I'm standing around looking at crystals. Ooh, in an eye. And then, oh. Next thing you know, it starts to get busy in there. So many people start coming in. And her fiance says, God, I don't know what the problem is. We've been in here for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes and everything was fine. Now all of a sudden it's so busy, I have to step outside because there's so many people in there. And then I went, ooh. He looks at me, he goes, what? I said, oh, it's me, let me step away. Let me step away. He goes, what? And I said, let me just step away and you guys can close out your cell and get everything that you're going to purchase and you guys can get finished. I'm going to step out. So I stepped away from the tent, stepped out, went out away from it, and I watched. Sure enough, everybody just kind of dissipated, went away. He was like, what? He goes, okay, so they went out and did some things, and I just casually came back in and looked at another crystal, and then boom, start getting busy. So I'm sharing that with you is because all of us have this energy thing, but some of us have it a little bit more. But I want you to pay attention because once we hit this peak of energy on the 8th, you're going to see that playing out with you a little bit more. Okay, your frequency is up higher. So with that being said, blessings to all of you. Know that you are special. Know that you are loved. Know that you are not alone. Know that your ancestors and your loved ones are always right there with you. Okay? Be soul light. Good night to all of you. Sleep well. Much love to you. Thank you for supporting this channel. And remember to hit that like button and subscribe and share it. And good morning to you wherever you are on this big blue planet. Be so light.